What's up, historians? I'm Smith McNeill, and this is Echoes of Freedom. Together, we'll travel to America's most iconic places, uncover hidden stories, and bring the past to life. From the voices of everyday heroes to the legends we thought we knew, we'll listen to the echoes of freedom that shaped our nation. So get ready to explore, learn, and celebrate American history, one story at a time. What's up, historians? We're back again, and behind me here you can kind of see, unless I just stood in the way, nobody coming. So behind me there, this bridge that you're looking at, that is the Linn Cove Viaduct, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're here. I'm going to apologize in advance if there's any loud cars that come by that kind of disrupt the quality of the microphone. Here comes one now. I'll kind of take breaks in between, that way you don't miss anything of what I'm saying as we're talking. But we're kind of on the side of the road. I've driven around. This is the best spot I could get where you can see the viaduct. And get the story. So this is the best place I could find where you can actually, kind of see it. Anywhere closer, you're not going to be able to get a good view of it. But this is a beautiful sight. And we're overlooking the Blue Ridge Mountains down here, kind of all in and around. And I'll make sure I got some B-roll to put over this so you can kind of see these mountains in the background. But we're on one of the most breathtaking drives in America, and that's the Blue Ridge Parkway here in Boone. It spans all the way down towards Asheville and all the way up into Virginia and so on and so forth. It's a beautiful drive, hundreds of miles of parkway to come check out. If you ever need something to do one summer, there's a lot of places along the way you can pull off on lodging along the way and do it. It is worth the trip. The sights are immaculate. But this is one of the most iconic features of the parkway. It's right here in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Boone. This is the Linn Cove Viaduct, as I said a moment ago. So for decades, the Blue Ridge Parkway stretched nearly 470 miles from Shenandoah National Park in Virginia down to the Great Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. But one section remained unfinished: the rugged slopes of Grandfather Mountain. And we're kind of on the backside of Grandfather Mountain right now. And they just didn't have a way to figure out how to connect the roads together. Environmental concerns and difficult terrain delayed construction for years. Engineers faced challenges about how to complete the parkway without destroying the fragile mountain ecosystem. Let me just set this real quick to do not disturb. There we go. The answer came in 1983 with the completion of this Linn Cove Viaduct, a 1,243-foot long S-shaped bridge that clings to the side of Grandfather Mountain. And I'll try to get some footage kind of driving across it so you can see what it looks like. The viaduct was built using precast concrete segments, each weighing around 50 tons, which were set into place with pinpoint precision. The structure hugs the mountain rather than cutting into it. No massive blasting, no scarring to the rock face. It just sits there. You can kind of see how it is nice and neatly tucked into the side of the mountain there. At the time, it was hailed as one of the most sophisticated engineering projects in American highway history. The design allowed the parkway to flow seamlessly while protecting one of the most scenic and ecologically sensitive areas of the Appalachians. One engineer called it, and I quote, "The bridge wouldn't harm the mountain." So this makes it a drive like no other. When it opened in September of 1987, the Linn Cove Viaduct became the final link to end the Blue Ridge Parkway, officially completing the 469-mile roadway more than 50 years after construction began in the 1930s. Today, it's one of the most photographed spots on the parkway. In the fall, drivers cruise along the S-curve surrounded by flaming reds and golds of autumn leaves. In the winter, the viaduct sometimes disappears into the mist and the snow, giving it almost an otherworldly look. See, and this is more than just a road. We got a car coming. I'm going to just pause for one moment, let this car pass by here. But see, this is more than just a road. The Linn Cove Viaduct is more than just a stretch of highway. It is a statement that scenic beauty and modern progress can coexist when careful planning and respect for land come first. If y'all saw the previous episode about Moses Cone Manor, you'll understand how the environment is so massively looked at and cared for in the areas here in the Appalachian Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains, and how everybody wants to protect the nature and protect the beauty while adding to it with the mansion, with the viaduct, with the parkway, with things that go to it that just don't seem out of place, things that don't look out of place, but things that add to the beauty and enhance it while protecting the existing structure and the existing environment. At the visitor center nearby, and I don't know if you can kind of see it, but kind of off the edge down in the woods there is the visitor center for the viaduct. Exhibits explain the design, the challenges, and the environmental philosophy that guided the project. From overlooks, kind of like this one, you can see how the viaduct blends almost invisibly into the mountainside. You can kind of see, this isn't technically an overlook, which is kind of on the side of the road, but you can kind of see overlooking how you can't really tell it's there because of the tree coverage and everything, but yet you can see it, and it's just this added beauty to the side of the mountain that makes it so unique and so beautiful to look at. So the Blue Ridge Parkway is called America's favorite drive for good reason, and the Linn Cove Viaduct is its crown jewel. It reminds us that history isn't only written in battles and politics, and echoes of freedom don't only come from battles and politics, but it also comes from the bridges as we get the freedom of the roadway and the freedom to travel and see the beautiful nature. We get history reminding us from the roads and the projects that connect people to land, culture, and each other. So next time you're winding along these curves, remember you're not just driving a road, you're driving a piece of history. And let the echoes of freedom ring throughout your vehicle and throughout your ears as you drive down this scenic drive on the Blue Ridge Parkway, as you drive across the S-curves of the Linn Cove Viaduct and experience the nature here of the Blue Ridge Mountains. This has been Echoes of Freedom. I will see you guys in the next adventure.